All right, let's get real about side hustles for a second. I'm not here to sell you a dream. We're going to talk about the cold, hard truth of what actually works, and more importantly, what doesn't.
You see it everywhere, right? Every single year, millions of Americans jump on this train. They're chasing that dream, A little extra cash, maybe some more freedom, or even that golden ticket out of the 9-to-5 grind. And hey, the appeal is massive. I get it. But here's the part nobody likes to talk about. Most of them quit. And I don't just mean they don't become millionaires. I mean they throw in the towel completely, usually just a few months in.
So what gives? Is everyone just lazy? No, absolutely not. The real reason is that most people were sold a complete fantasy from day one. They weren't building a business. They were chasing a myth.
So let's kick things off by tearing down that myth. You know the one I'm talking about, the story the internet just loves to tell.
The promise online is always the same, isn't it? Easy money, fast results, totally passive, barely lift the finger. It's this fantasy that you can just click a few buttons and boom, instant wealth. But is that really how it works? Let's dig a little deeper. And this is the vibe they're selling. It looks cool, it looks slick, it feels like you found some secret shortcut. But the thing is, this exact image, this promise, is what sends countless people sprinting in the absolute wrong direction.
This quote just nails it. The biggest trap people fall into is building a business based on what they're excited about instead of what people are actually willing to pay for. You can be the most optimistic person in the world, but optimism doesn't deposit itself into your bank account,
And you know the usual suspects, right? Drop shipping, print-on-demand stores, affiliate blogs, these faceless social media pages. People flock to these because on the surface, they seem so easy and hands-off. The problem is, they're starting with the cool idea first, without ever stopping to ask, does anyone actually want this? Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. Let's talk about why these trendy hustles usually fall apart when they smack up against the real world.
This really breaks it down, doesn't it? On one side, you've got the passion projects, the blogs, the social media accounts. On the other, you have demand-driven work. Think local services, stuff people need. And here's the secret. The real, sustainable money is almost always on the right side of this chart.
And this leads us to the holy grail, passive income. Everyone wants it, but they've got it backward. They think you just turn on a switch and the money flows in. No way. True passive income is the result of a ton of active work up front. You have to build the machine first, piece by painful piece, before it can run on its own.
And let's be honest, you're probably trying to do this on top of a full-time job, right? You've only got so many hours and so much brain power. That's why hustles that need you to be a creative genius every single day, they just burn you out. The ones that actually work, they're different. They have clear, repeatable steps you can knock out on a weekend, and you can actually see the progress you're making.
Plus, trying to build one of these online-only businesses is like building a house on someone else's land. One little algorithm change, one random account ban, and poof, your entire business can vanish overnight. And the competition? It's not the guy down the street. It's the entire planet. It's a brutal, brutal arena.
Okay, enough doom and gloom. We've talked a lot about what fails, so what's the alternative? What's the actual blueprint for something that works?
Well, the answer is probably not what you're expecting. 'Cause let me tell you, it isn't sexy. It's not what the online gurus are trying to sell you in their courses. Just look at this list: cleaning services, junk removal, mobile car detailing, bookkeeping, lawn care. Are these going to make for a viral TikTok video? Probably not. But you know what they all have in common? They solve a real, annoying problem for people right in your own neighborhood. They're what we call boring, but man, are they profitable.
And the model is just beautifully simple. Step 1, the demand is already there. You don't have to convince anyone they need their junk hauled away. Step 2, your customers are right around the corner. Step 3, they pay you. Simple. And step 4, you do a good job and they tell their friends. That's how real businesses scale, word of mouth.
And in the US, there's a massive advantage. People here will happily pay a premium for convenience and reliability. If you save someone time, you're not just a service, you're an investment. That means you can, and should, charge what you're worth for professional work. All right, this next part is maybe the most important thing we're going to talk about. It's a total mindset shift in how you need to approach this whole side hustle thing. You have to stop looking at a side hustle as just a way to make extra money. It's not a lottery ticket. Think of it more like a science experiment. It's a testing ground. What are you really testing? Well, you're asking questions and getting real answers.
Is there actual demand for this? What's the magic price point people will pay? Can I even handle the logistics of this thing? And maybe the most important question of all, can I stand doing this work?
So at the end of the day, it's about choosing the right path. The wrong path is chasing trends, looking for shortcuts, trying to get attention. The real framework is so much simpler, and it never goes out of style. Solve a real person's problem, charge for it confidently, and do such a good job that they come back for more. So I'll leave you with this question to chew on. Forget about what's trending online. Instead, just look around your own neighborhood. What's a boring problem that people complain about? What's that annoying thing that needs fixing? Because I guarantee you, the answer to that question, that's where your real profitable side hustle is hiding.